Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I'm back over in Watcher-of-Realms again, and I'm hoping to get some of the Dracula's Castle event done today. We'll see how that goes, but hopefully we can do that. For now, I accidentally clicked on this, and I meant to click on Beirut. Let's get his stuff looked at. Looks like we don't have anything on the list that I want to grab. I guess I will. No, I considered taking some advice and getting Gale while he's on sale. Maybe I will. Let's go ahead and get, and why not? 750 coin we can probably live without. Alright, let's see here. We've got a Harbor Master has returned with a Deep Sea Pearl. Very nice. That's exactly what I wanted. We also have 30 island stem tuna and 30 golden pineapple from there. Sorry. Okay, got that, and then what do we have? We have this running right now. This, what do they call it? The, cannot think of the name of it. Maybe it'll show up as a mouse over it. No, no such luck. It's something that I got from the event. The, what is it? Goblin hold right here. I went in here yesterday and I did the gold section of this. And in the shop, you can get all these different things. Okay, so this is the privilege card bundle that's running at the moment. I also got the gold bonus bundle and the XP bonus bundle from there. Looks like the privilege card runs for 3 days. So, cool. Back out of there. Shall I do this one? I mean, I may as well, right? We're here. We may as well get some Goblin Horde done for the diamonds. So the way this works is we pick a random thing in each of these, they call it layers, right? So layer 1 is the stuff that's open to us right now in the diamonds. So it'll cost a certain amount of diamonds to get one of these to open up. And really, what's going to happen here is we're going to get 100 diamonds, or we're going to get a coupon. If we get a coupon, then that's going to give us a discount in the Goblin shop, but it also means that we can't do any more clicks on that layer. So let's click one here. If we get diamonds, we can continue to click and open up more of these doors. And on the first 2 levels, it's only going to end the layer if we click a coupon, right? So we won't be able to click anymore in that layer. But once we hit the 3rd layer, once we click a coupon, it's going to end the whole round and we won't be able to click anymore. So it's there's a slight risk of loss, but not really very much for the most part. So let's just click here. And we use 50 diamonds to trade with the Goblin once. So we have a chance to get 100 diamonds every time we do this on this layer. We clicked and we got 100 diamonds. Now, from this point on, we're pretty much in the clear, because if we click again and it's 100 diamonds, well, obviously we're doing much better. We'll have gained 200 diamonds and only lost 50. If we click and it is a coupon, then obviously we'll have spent 100 diamonds and we'll have gained 100 diamonds, and that's a wash, right? So we're doing okay so far. Now, if we click one that also has a key, then that means that I can start opening up the next layer. And there's the key. So now I can go to the next layer if I want to. The thing is that there's not really any reason to stop clicking on the on the bottom layer here. Sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. I don't know what's going on with that, but all right. Let's try number 4 on the bottom layer first, because this will not end our session. Like I said, no matter what we do here on the bottom row, only this layer will end, not the session. So let's see what happens. Click another one. We got a 10% off coupon. Goblin Merchant says, congratulations on obtaining a new coupon discount. As agreed, trading on this layer ends here. Alright, so let's try the next layer up and see what happens. started out right off the bat with a goblin key. Now, before we start clicking on the third layer, we need to try to exhaust the second layer. So we'll have the first and the second layer exhausted before we start the third layer, because if we click on the coupon on this third layer, then it will end the round and we'll forfeit any of these other diamonds that we may have available to us on the second row. So let's go ahead and click here on the second layer and see if we can get something else. We did. We got another 150 diamonds, which is very good. Let's try again down there. This time we got a 20% off coupon. Congratulations on obtaining a new coupon discount. Discount as agreed. Trading will end on this layer. All right, so we're doing okay overall here. Let's go for this one here. And we got a negative 20% off coupon showing up there. I think this is just kind of being a little buggy is all that is. It's just showing through the window. So the layering situation on the display is a little bit messed up. But let's confirm this here. And we got the diamonds and a key. So what that means is we can go to the next layer. We'll have a 50-50 shot at getting some diamonds, and then of course 50-50 shot at getting a coupon. Probably, again, because no matter which one of these we click, we're going to end the game or end this round if we get a coupon. The coupons are worth more at the higher tiers. Our chances are actually the same on both of these layers. It's 50-50 shot. So let's go ahead and do the upper layer and see if we can get a coupon or not, or rather if we can get a key and diamonds or not. So we got a 30% coupon instead. That's fine. That's we got 800 diamonds total. Net gain there. We've got unlocked the goblin shop, and when we go and look at that, go over here to the diamonds, and these are the items that we can get for diamonds right now. So looks like we get 2 of each of these things. Now the question is, do I want them? Okay, we could get a couple of mixed summoning bundles. It would cost quite a bit to do so, but we would get an ancient summoning crystal and a legendary summoning crystal for each one of them. If we got both of them, it would total 2,100 diamonds, which is significant. And I don't know that I want to do it yet, but maybe I do it later. I don't know. Okay, we can't do the W gold shop yet, obviously. I guess we can look here and give this a shot. I have 600 W gold built up. Let's see what happens if we try to get some of this here. We got 160 W gold and a key on that level. Again, we may as well go ahead and finish off this bottom row here. That's another 160, which is nice. And then a 10% off coupon. Let's go to the next row here, and we got another coupon. That's unfortunate. Strange. Maybe if the goblin wants this, we want to do that, and that opens up the key, and now we're almost out of W gold, and also we'll be hitting the end of this very soon, I feel. So we got a 25% off coupon. We got a 560 W gold, which was a net gain, I think, of 80 W gold for that, I believe. So now we've opened that up in the goblin shop as well. And so if I wanted to spend some of that, I would have discounts. And the only thing that I could afford currently would be this Artifact Forge bundle. I don't really want it, so I'm good with not taking advantage of that. I'm going to turn off these purchase reminders on these guys because I don't really... Oh no, I don't want to purchase that. I want to turn off the purchase reminder. There we go. because I don't need any red dots on there. I'm not gonna come back and get any because I don't, it's not my cup of tea. All right, now we have still these three we could get. I'm uncertain whether I want to use it for that right now because I've got some summons I want to do. So we'll call that good for now on the Goblin Horde. Looks like I might have something to spend over in the Looky Roulette. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I've got the chest over here. So let's click the chest. We got 100,000 gold and 1 rare summoning crystal there. Now, I haven't done the zombie invasion yet today. The Goblin Horde still has a red dot. Let's see if we can figure out why. Oh, of course, it's because of the diamond shop. I haven't gotten those yet, nor have I unchecked the purchase reminders on them. I'll leave them checked so that I remember to go back later. Arabian says, good evening. Did you have a good birthday? I did. I had an excellent birthday. I'm not really a birthday person, and I don't do anything really particularly special for it. I had my daughter cook a cheesecake, and of course she made it yesterday, and then it had to sit in the refrigerator overnight and all that. And it was delicious. So that's kind of what I did. But otherwise, I hung out with friends. They just, they decided we were going to hang out today. So that's mostly what I did today. We just sat around my son's cards and comics shop and did some cryptic crosswords. I don't know if you guys know what a cryptic crossword is, but it's a tremendously difficult crossword puzzle. It has different rules than most crossword puzzles. It's not just like, here's your clue, now you put in the answer. It's a little more complicated than that. It's very fun. All right, let's see. What next do I want to work on? I think let's go to the summoning window and throw a few summons at somebody over here. First of all, let's try. We have one ancient summoning crystal. Let's go ahead and throw that at the Ravenhold / Count Dracula possibility right here. All right, we got Skull for 3-star fighter. With a galvanizing roar, Skull boots allies and lays enemies low, able to regenerate health while a win low. Alright, cool. That was all I had of those at the moment. Let's go over to the Bloodline summoning. And work on, let's work on Lady Nina right now. Toss. I'm going to do maybe just a few of the summoning crystals right now. And then I want to go in to the Dracula's Castle event and see what's going on over there. We've got Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the drink. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. Alright, summoning again, we got Elukas, the 3-star marksman from the Cultist faction. Not every day you see an ivory-skinned goblin. With frosty arrows that inflict slow, he just can't miss. Arabian says, don't forget to run through Void Rift tonight. That is a good reminder. I have not done that yet. I did do the weekly fight, though, so that was good. I forgot to do that last week, and I also forgot to do Void Rift last week. But I did do at least the weekly guild guide today, so that's something. Here we have Jonas, the 2-star fighter, the classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself in a fight. And then we have Hugh, the 3-star marksman, a cunning goblin archer whose poisoned arrows bounce from foe to foe. Beware his traps. You would think that I would learn to recognize these guys from their pictures after seeing them so many times, but I absolutely don't for the most part. Like some of them I can remember, but some of them I can't. It's terrible. Here's Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. Yeah, you'd be surprised because I actually have very good memory for people, right? So I see many people every day. And I can see somebody once and meet them, and then almost always I can remember their name and a little bit about them the next time that I see them. But But I don't know. It's interesting. I think it has to do partially with when I'm with them and I get their body language and I speak to them. It has a different effect than if I just see a picture of something, and that just doesn't stick with me. Here's Camille, rather, the 3-star healer from the Watcher faction. Camille is ever the sight for sore eyes. Channeling the power of the holy light, she'll patch you up in no time. You know, she ought to meet Glenn sometime. You know, they could hang out, discuss holy light stuff together. I know, I think Rex kind of has the hots for her, but I don't know if she's into him or not. Here's Drogo, the 3-star marksman from the Piercer faction. There's nowhere to hide. Drogo's massive range and AoE ultimate will have enemies scrambling for cover. Yes, well, that's what they say anyway. If that's true or not, you know, decide for yourself. Alright, and now we have Gokren, the 3-star fighter. Stained crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. And then Autumn, the 3-star healer from the Infernal faction. As comforting as the changing leaves, Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts critical damage. I also have to remember to do the zombie invasion. I can't forget to do that. Alright, there's Ryder, the 2-star fighter. Obsessed with Arlo, this double-bladed warrior mimics his every move, can heavily increase its own attack. Excellent, let's summon again. Here we have Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. I'm going to get down to 50 on here, I think. And then we'll go and maybe run through the Wood Rift, perhaps? Here's Praetor, the 2-star defender. Wielding his great mace, Praetor defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. He's the one whose village was destroyed while he was out being a military boy. And his sweetheart was lost during the attack, or during, at least who knows? We don't know if she was lost during the attack. She may have left before the place was attacked. We don't really know. He doesn't know. He's searching for her. Silver 2, the 3-star fighter. This Scalekin's in it for the thrills. Gains a shield after placement and recovers costs. We're going to follow that one up with Halder, the 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. The phrasing of that gets me every time. His very life. Barclay once more, the 3-star fighter who raises the defense of his nearby allies. Don't think I ever really used him. I don't remember using him at least. And here's Langland, the 2-star healer. Langland is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. He is one of the purple people. So we're 18 out of 200 of those summons for Lady Mina. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, I have a little bit of stamina built up. I suppose I can come over here and let's claim these Arrival of Heroes rewards, which are, oh yes, it's another of these Dawnbringer shards here. So we got 5 more Dawnbringer shards, which is for Lady Mina's exclusive artifact, the Dawnbringer. Requires a sufficient amount of the Dawnbringer shards to use, obviously, right? So let's come back out here, actually, because I have forgotten how many of those I actually have. Let's go to shard assembly. We have 15 out of 60 right now for that. Kind of far away from that, I suppose. Spiritual altar, we got something there too. And hey, look, it's the same kind of thing going over here. We got 5 more Dawnbringer shards there, so I guess we're up to 20 now, huh? Alright, anything else? No, nothing else there. Then in that case, let us go to try to find a case in the war room, right? Void Rift? Yes, excellent. Void Rift. All right, the one that I've finished here that I know I've finished is normal. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through it and pick up the pieces of gold and all that that's laying around. I'm not going to go and fight or anything. I'm just going to kind of gather up the stuff, you know. I don't remember who it was who told me that you're able to do this, but I was very pleased with the ability to, because I often run out of time to get all the stuff done that I need to get done, and this makes things much easier. And apparently, still, it's a little bit too much for me. I just can't seem to manage it. But getting through it this time. So what happens is it's kind of weird because you pick up all this stuff, but you don't actually get the stuff. It just sort of goes to a bag, a storage bag, and then later on you can get the stuff out of the storage bag and claim it. Ah, it was you who told me that. Cool. Well, I wasn't sure. You know, you guys all have very useful information, so sometimes I can't recall where said information comes from. It's normally it's you and OJ and Cody often. Sometimes someone else could often. It's three of you who are very helpful. All right, let's see here. We got that thing opened up. We have maybe we got everything from this phase 1 of 3. And if not, then I'll have to go back and get it, and that'll be a shame. But I think we did. We'll see. Oh, I see. We have to actually fight this guy. How entertaining. I wonder why. Huh. Let's come get this chest here. And then I suppose we'll fight this guy. Warning, intruders detected, he says. The restorer can quickly restore Golem Construct's HP. Prioritize his elimination to mitigate his impact. So the destroyer is bad. What we don't have is any indication of the map. So let's come back out here and go to the guides thing. Okay, so it's this thing here. So that's got like a bookkeeper, as I recall, in these stages. And yeah, it's right here, bookkeeper. And we want to kill the bookkeeper too. So the restorer is bad and the bookkeeper is bad. The other guys are less bad. All right. They're like big, you know, machines, basically. So let's engage in battle. Maybe I haven't done this this tier at all. This maybe it was some other tier that I did. I really don't know. Rubian says you'll destroy the fight. Well, you know, hopefully, right? At this point, hopefully. I seem to have a head Baron in this party, probably just to boost arrogance. I'm not sure what the situation was. I think I'm going to switch him out for Solkadens, and I wonder what I was doing here. Looks like I had a couple of people in. Let's try moving things around a little bit. And then, who shall I add to the party? You know what? What if we add Rosalia? Now, what we don't have is a healer, a second healer. We have Del Chang. We don't have a second healer here. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're going to see how it goes, because it looks like the suggested VP for this stage is 245,040. Our current VP is 782,969. So I think we should pretty much be good to go. Okay. I think that, let's see. Okay, we've got people there. We have some areas to defend. I think that I don't end up with a lot of people coming to the right hand side of theirs. I recall. Let me see. Hold on. Before I stick him down, where all are we of these state people? So we've got here. And what if I just stick Roselia here? Whether that's a good idea or not remains to be seen. And then we could put arrogance down over here. And then probably I want to make sure that nothing gets into the portal in the back because I'll forget that exists if I'm not careful. I don't think that I really need anybody fancy there, but I'll go ahead and stick Idrin there just in case I'm wrong on that. Peruvian says, if I'm remembering correctly, even though there are 3 phases, there are 4 different groups of fights, so it's possible you just never ran into this particular one. Ah, that's interesting. I did not realize that. So Idril back here. And then I think I'll put Cetrum down. Yeah, right there seems fine. And then we can put Dacha in there. I guess I'll turn on ultimates. Then I'm going to stick Wrath down just so I can pick him back up. Just kind of giving a boost there. And then I'm going to turn this up. I can only go up to ×2, so. But it'll speed it up a good bit. It's crazy how much Dao Chan's stance changes the entire area. Like, it's this terrible fog. Very, makes it very difficult to see for me. All right, just 3 more to go. So it won't be too long now. Peruvian says, yeah, it's a bit odd to see. Yeah, it really, it's one of the things that would be cool is if you could turn off some of these effects, or especially if you could, like, you can choose which ones to turn on and turn off. So stats show Roselia at the top with 2,814,230. And she's often really beneficial to add to the buff. And she's not like always beneficial, but when she is, she's really, really good. On the fights that she's good at, she is good at. So then Aurora comes after that, then each one. Couldn't think of her name for a whole second. And part of that is because, in this case, Roselia has such a large range. She was getting to hit people, and she was in a location where she could kill all people at once. So that's why she did so well in this, because it's, again, pretty overpowered for that particular fight. So there we go. Now let's grab these mithril or meteorites, I guess, mithril and diamond. Kind of double checking to make sure I don't leave anything behind because it would be a shame. All right, so now we have this guy here. He's another keeper. He says, "Are you also enticed by the promise of limitless treasures within this void? Void, not void." So, oh man. Crimson Guard can corrupt tiles when dealing damage to its targets. Consider strategically positioning a hero to divert its focus. Well, we hate corrupting tiles. That's a dang shame right there. But I will keep the same team and move forward with it and just sort of hope for the best. It's not going to be crazy. The tile corruptors, I think they fly from either side, and it's kind of unfortunate because they're not pleasant. I don't love them. But let's take him out first, or her out rather, and then I think I'll stick Sultan's up here facing the other direction to try to take care of the guys from the other side of the day. Now I will put Cathedral down here, and she can hit some things from distance to turn on ultimates. We've got a guy sort of marching very slowly forward. Let's put Arrogance out here to start hitting those folks. Again, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Because I was thinking I probably have a lot more EP than they do, most likely. But hey, who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I get slaughtered. Alright. I think Heatran can handle it. Okay. We got the little flying guys incoming. And I suppose... Nah, I'm going to stick her over here. And I think I do not appreciate the fact that I did not successfully deal with those guys. Now, here's the question. What did I do with Rosalia? Why don't I see her? This is very strange. She's somewhere. I know it. Just don't know where. Have I lost? There she is. No, that's where that's her, right? That is her. Okay, excellent. Found her. Alright, let's put Arrogance down here to take care of that a little faster. They got Rosalia, and they also broke her little area over there while we were at it. I want to throw Wrath down and pick him up, and I may do that in just a second. We've got Xena, who's also ready if I want to use her for anything. I wouldn't even really care if I put her in the, well, let's put her down here. No, maybe not. I wouldn't care if I put her in I said, in the what? Oh, in the tiles that have been demolished where she would get killed. I don't think that matters terribly. So I don't really have people facing the other way right now, so should I is the question. Should I? She's gonna get hit really soon by somebody when they come out of there. Maybe that's okay. Let's go for it anyway. I don't love the tile destroyers because they leave it destroyed and it continues to hurt people who get sat on that tile. Unfortunately, these, you know what? I just remembered. I'm an idiot. Rosalia doesn't do anything to flyers. That's exactly what the problem there is. Ha! Foolish me. Irvian says the big robot dudes are weak to magic. Yeah, and I should have had Rosalia down there because she can't hit the flyers, she can hit the robots, and I should have put her at the bottom. That was terrible. All right, cool. Complete. Oh, I didn't even look at the stats. I'm so flustered by my stupidity. All right, cool. Uh, let's grab that and this. I suppose I'll probably have to fight all of these clients because it seems to be the case at least. Let's see, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, it's looking like it. So maybe I didn't do this prior. So the guy says, are you also eager to seize my treasure? The higher the deployed hero's DPS is, the more rewards you'll earn. Excellent. I like rewards. Let's see if we can take out some of these guys and try to earn more rewards by having higher DPS folks hanging out there. Let's see. Who do I want to put? I think I'll put Yuri in there this time. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, we got apple juice tonight. That's awesome. I have some brown sugar coffee at the moment. Let's see here. I want to put out arrogance and Edrin. And we'll do Cetrum here. And let's see. Let's do Rosalia. Oh, let's see. Yeah, there'll be fine, I think. But, well, that won't help much, will it? We could put Sulfidums here. That might be a decent place for him. I'll throw Wrath down just for the boost to Arrogance's DPS. Throw on the ultimates. I think we'll put in Yuri over here and Nora over here. I guess I could have put in Dao Chen and stuck her in DPS mode, and that might have been a better choice than some of those guys, but that's alright. I actually also have a little cup of Dr. Pepper here, so I've got both. Alright, we got the victory on that. Stats show Rosalia did 12,206,100, and Arrogance did 9,852,020, and it goes down to significant. So, we complete this. And we have all of these things to pick up. Excellent. Nothing else down here. I'm kind of wondering if... I don't know, who knows? We'll see. Warning, intruders detected. Crimson Guard can corrupt tiles when dealing damage to its targets. Defeat it as soon as possible. Yes, we will make that attempt. Let's go ahead and start this. And then see how it goes. Where are the tile corruptors in this fight? Is this... Okay, it's not the opposite of before. They're flyers, aren't they? The tile corruptors are flyers. And you can't hurt the flyers because they're in the air. Not with Rosalia, at least. You can certainly hurt them, just not with Rosalia. Let's put Edrin down as the blocker here for that. Now, the flying guys can be hit with arrogance, so I could put him here. That seems like a good idea. I don't know what path the flyers are going to take, but this covers a little of those possibilities. Seems reasonable. We got somebody coming around that way. Let's stick Edril this way and face down to try to get those keepers as they come by. Should probably put out Dao Chan as well. Not really clear on where people are going to be going. Okay, so both directions, or from both directions, they're going to come. I wonder if I'm going to wait for a second to see exactly where they go. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's go this way then. Guess I'll turn on ultimates too. Let's throw Wrath here to stop that there where Ichil can hit, and also it'll give a boost to Arrogance. Can put Xena down in a minute, maybe. Okay, that was something. So let's throw him here, actually, and start working on that guy who's just sitting there. All right. Seems to be going all right so far. Wrath has taken a little bit of damage, but I'm not terribly concerned about him for a number of reasons. For one thing, it doesn't matter to me greatly if he gets killed. I think what I may do, I was going to say, is pick him up and put down Xena, but since I won, I guess I won't. Alright, so stats on that one, we've got Rosalia at the top with 2,625,110, followed by Edril with 2,344,700. And again, you'll note that range is the key element there. The ones who could hit first did the most, because they were just mostly slaughtering everything pretty well. And of course, Sultan's comes up to that, because I'd put him in a good location to take advantage of those guys stopping and having to wait before they get forward. All right. See what's over here. Ah, yes, just as I thought, there was something over there just to make me miss it later and have to come back. The inevitable demise encroaches upon all. Behold, as your own downfall draws near. Crimson Star periodically deals damage to ground units and corrupts the tiles. Block it at the forefront of its path to prevent its effects. Well, where is its path? We don't know. Targets all ground heroes, dealing massive magic damage to them adjacent heroes while also corrupting the tiles to continuously deal magic to heroes positioned on them. That's Crimson Plague. And then we have Stellar Gaze. Prioritizes attacking defenders, dealing magic damage 2 times to the target and the target's adjacent heroes in a horizontal and vertical line. They also have Abyssal Torrent. Deals massive magic damage to all heroes within 2 tiles. Infested by the savage power of otherworldly energy, this entity's sanity, it's a new thing, has been utterly decimated, leaving it with one sole purpose: to annihilate everything. Alright. I have a problem with clicking again instead of clicking engage in battle. Okay, that's fine, I think. Go ahead and go forward with this. Again, I don't know where the things are going to be coming from, which could prove to be a problem. We've got 4 oncoming portals, one ground guy, or 1 ground portal, I should say, to defend. I think may see if I can stop a lot of this over here and then just throw Wrath back there as a as a blockade for that portal behind me. Alright, let's see. Where else can we put the people? We can put him. Perhaps I could put him here. I don't think they'll do very much here, though. Let's not say we did. How's about? Let's see. We could put Cetrum here, which would help somewhat. I think though I better get Dao Chan out before Adrian dies. Probably a good idea. Also, ultimates would be cool, right? Alright, what if I stick Idril back in this area to deal with anybody who comes this way, maybe? Maybe not there. Maybe one over from that. And then, okay, we've got somebody down here that Xena can hit. Oh no, I put her in the wrong location. That's alright. For some reason I thought she was stopping there. More fool me. Could put her here. Is that what I want to do? Or not? Maybe it's not a great location. I think I'll do it. Alright, now what do I want? I think I will stick Cetrum here and place that way. And then what? Maybe put arrogance over here. And then we have one more deployable unit at the moment. Maybe I wait on that. We're at 6 out of 14 at the moment. 7 out of 14. And I'm beating up my people terribly bad because they've put all the damage dealing tiles down. I think it's giving us a moment to recover, it seems. Which is interesting. Okay, we've got a guy going that way, so let's throw her here. And I really don't want to put him down, but it seems as though that's going to have to be what I do. So we put him down. Let's put out first Dao Chan over here. And then we'll put Adrian down on the broken tile. And maybe he'll stay alive long enough. He did. Look at that tab. Now, there's no place to put someone that'll be safe. Well, as far as those guys go anyway. Let us stick Neutral back down here. I think I can once more put him down. I'm going to wait till the last second. Can I hear? Another minute. Didn't need to, turns out. Alright. Oh, hey, Brody Joy. Urubian says, the big dude will come out of the middle left red circle, then go south, then east, then north. Only I had read that prior to doing this. Gotta kill the healer in the top left. Well, I must have not noticed that. Look at Joy says, progressing campaign. I haven't been able to do, or haven't been doing that very much. So, not exactly. It's the Void Rift, actually, that I'm working on. So, okay, we got Xena with 3,952,790 damage, followed by Eatron with 1,497,710, and then Enora and Setchum, who had almost the same amount, 942,699 for Enora, and Setchum was right behind her. Alright, so now let's pick up these items. I don't know if I have everything though, because that's 19 out of 28. Is that the right number? I'm not sure. Maybe. We shall find out at the end, I suppose. If I'm missing something, it may very well be on that phase. I feel like I must have just not done anyway before, because I'm having to fight these guys as well. You know, after starting the second phase, I've had to fight all of the battles, so I feel like probably I just haven't done it on this tier before. We're so ready to shove you into my skull, says the nasty, horrible fellow here. Baron Salem, maybe? Possibly the name of him. I think so. Adag's followers poses Adag's follower poses a significant threat to heroes on platforms. Alright, so it was Baron Salem, and Adag's follower is the other guy. Wielding the soul magic, the abyssal demon will twist every soul he touches. Rumors say that a twist in the soul is 1,000 times more painful than burning in the abyss. Well, that's, you know, and the thing is, who has lived to tell the tale? That's what I wonder. It's twisting the souls, and then we expected those twisted souls to come back and give us an accurate account of how that went. That just doesn't seem likely somehow. Alright, we'll knock those guys back out. Put in... I think we go ahead and just go back with the Sulfidons and do this whole number here. And let's see. I don't remember already what the map looks like. Maybe I didn't look at it just now. Do I need another healer? I'm uncertain. So I'll put a second one just in case I do. And then what? Let's, do we put in Rosalia? Do we not? They're all ground, I think, guys. It was Baron Salem and Adag's followers. Sure, let's go for it. We'll see. We'll either, get it or not. One or the other. Alright, so we have a couple of places to defend here. Let's put Rosalia here. And, Cathedral back here. We'll make her face down. I don't know if that was actually the best idea. Probably it wasn't, but that's okay. Definitely have to have somebody protecting her. We can put Dao-Chan out here. And now we have this one approaching quickly. This. Oh, let's turn on ultimates while we're at it. Now, we don't have much for defending the bottom. In fact, looks like we can't defend the bottom like that at all, so let's put Setchum over here, I think, or maybe Setchum one closer, in fact. And then, what do I want to do? Let's see. Got 2 more deployable units at the moment. Could just put Sulfidons here. Yeah, sure, why not? I was thinking initially that we had a blue portal at the bottom, which of course we don't. Not sure why I was thinking that. Just the way things go with me sometimes. We have room to put one more person down. Could put Wrath down, at least for the moment. Maybe pick him up in a second. Maybe not, who knows. We're on 11 of 18 at the moment. People are definitely getting summons tonight. I keep seeing messages flash up about people winning various heroes. Alright, so we got a victory on that. We had Sulkadins at the top with 2,367,820, followed by Setram with 2,342,510, and then neutral at 2,282,960. And this is showing us the boss over here, just to intimidate us with his might. Kill, kill, kill. My outrage shall burn everything, says this fellow. After being revived, Slaughter periodically gains an increase in attack to continue as soon as possible. So, Slaughter looks like this. Alright, so after suffering fatal damage for the first time, restores HP to full. Additionally, after revival, Slaughter periodically gains an increase in attack. Alright, so we also have, in addition to him, we have armored undead skeletons and axe slaughterers. And we have 2 portals to defend and 2 uncurrent portals. Now, we don't know how many spots we have or anything crazy for people on the melee tiles, but we'll probably figure it out. I keep on having to switch people. It's interesting. It does imply to me that I've already done this, but maybe it was in a different version that I did it, and that's what I used. I'm really not sure. Let's throw these guys back out as before, however. Pretty much the same crew should be sufficient as I did last time, I think. I feel like, did I put Yuri in the last group? Maybe. I did level up Valise, by the way. I think I got her up to level 58 or something like that. And I tried her in something unsuccessfully. I don't know, don't recall what it was. Maybe I want to stick Rosalia here, perhaps. And then I guess I could go ahead and put Xena there for now. We'll put Etril back here. So we don't have a whole lot of room, it seems, for platform guys, just in general. We have quite a bit of room for defenders. Not so much for the DPS. Or healers, for that matter. Just kind of checking to see where I've got things. There's a big guy. That's one of the slaughter fellows, I do believe. Seems bad. I wonder if I can throw Etril up there, Etrin rather, to beat on some of those guys right here. That seems like not the worst idea ever. Yeah, he's quite nasty there for a second. I do have room for two more deployables. I guess I could throw Wrath out to get Arrogance up a little more on his attack speed. Don't know that it's necessary. I could put Dao Chan out and throw her into DPS mode as well. And that'll hit everybody all the way to Idrin. To get his damage up a little bit more for the slaughter guy. Arivian says, oh, nice, but I'm unsure why. All right, we got stats. Cetrum did 2,107,050, followed by Etril at 1,911,950. And then Rosalia at 1,756,400. First fees from various realms thrive in this place. Right. I'm sure of that. Here's Baron. The fine had you got. Alas, it is now mine. Oh, Arabian says you said you'd worked on police. Right, yes. Got her up. I tried her with Beatrix at the time that I tried her, and I don't know if maybe I just need to put like some more maybe some more skill points into her, or maybe some more skill points into her skills. Or what the deal is, but she's not impressive in maybe it was just the what I was using her in, and I don't even remember. I feel like it was like it may have been Gear Raid 1 that I'd thrown her into. I really don't remember, but yeah, I'll have to mess around with her some more later on and get her those last couple of levels as well. Alright, after casting Defiance, Baron will unleash Whirlwind Slash with significantly increased frequency to place your DPS tiers wisely to counter his relentless assault. Okay, so we've got 4 portals to defend and 4 that will be coming toward us. We have Baron, Sand Takers, Armored Undead Skeletons, and Axe Slaughterers. So, just to look this over, I mean, he has heavy armor. The rest of them have common armor. So, if we knew exactly where he was going to be, that would be cool, but I think that I shan't worry about it too terribly much. The team looks fine as is. Let's go ahead and start it. Alright, so they're coming straight across. It looks like they're coming at a good clip here. Okay, on the one hand, I want to put him there, but on the other hand, I think I better put him there and then over here, maybe. And that may not have even been the best idea, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I don't put her there. Maybe I need to put her down here. I'll only have one more platform spot, I believe. which is a shame. We've got a bunch of areas here. I should have put down Xena, probably. Yeah, may as well, I think. Put Cetrum here. Yeah. It was poorly thought out overall. Okay. Looks like I have Wrath against Baron currently. That may not be the best, but I don't know. Maybe it'd be okay. Wrath has a self-heal, which is nice. Ergen says may need a take on this, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it seems to be going okay overall. Ah, that's a nasty little thing he's got going there, whatever it was. You know, I could have picked up one of my tanks at some point, probably, and then have somebody to put down, because we only have 2 more guys. Doesn't probably matter at this point one way or the other. Alright, so Adrian did 2,939,460, followed by, interestingly, Wrath at 2,812,740. Then it goes down to Rosalia, 1,655,400, and Idril at 1,486,110. I think that. And then I think we're on. Oh, yes, okay. Gotta get this guy here. Are you also eager to seize my treasure? Ah, yes, absolutely. The higher the deployed hero's DPS is, the more rewards you will earn. So let us engage in battle. And we'll take what we had last time. Should be fine. I think I should probably put Idrin in front, and Arrogance behind, and then Rosalia behind that. And we throw Cetrum out once more. Let's see. Sulkins and Anora can do some crossfire here. Let's toss Wrath out, give Arrogance that bonus, and then I'll throw Dao Chang, yes, Fear, I think, in DPS mode. Turn on ultimates because I forgot to. Those big goblins are they sure do have a lot of hit points. Alright, so on that, Rosalia was just knocking them out before they could even get in range with anybody else. So she ended up doing 18,270,000, followed by Adrian at 5,520,560, and then Arrogance at 3,998,100. Kind of cool. And so let us in fact steal his treasure. Doesn't seem very nice though, does it? I mean, poor old goblin just trying to hoard his treasure, and here we come. Kill them all and steal their treasure. For what reason? I don't know. Just because we're greedy, greedy adventurers. No one should stand in my way, for I am the one who brings calamity. Upon receiving fatal damage for the first time, Torador will eliminate all units ahead of him immediately. That's what it looks like. Okay, we have 2 portals to defend. They have 4 portals that they'll be attacking with. We've got Torador, he's the boss, destroys all units within 4 tiles ahead and ignites the area. I see only 2 platforms currently. That's a problem. So he's gonna do nasty mean things to us. It's a shame. We have armored undead skeletons, sand takers, and axe slaughterers in this mix. Alright. Engage in battle. So we certainly cannot put all of our people down. And that's too bad. But we can put a couple of them down. And I think we'll just keep it the way it is anyway. And we'll see how it goes. If I need to change it up, I can change it up in a minute. I don't know where the guy's gonna come from. Oh, you know what? I have some vague remembrance of him coming from the top right and being a bit, or maybe the bottom left actually. And then he was a bit of a pain, as I recall. And I had put arrogance up there to deal with him, I think. So, let's see. What if we put Adriel? That's her name. Put Adriel down here. Then, can't remember where the guy stops first. Maybe I'll wait on putting Rosalia until I have more information. I think I want to throw probably, okay, let's see. Let's kind of wait on some things here. But perhaps, yeah, let's wait. Okay, now we've got that guy coming from there. I suppose I can go ahead and put her maybe here. Let's put Xena up here. And then turn on ultimates like a smart person. Yeah. I think actually, yeah, and then sure. Maybe. I feel like I had previously put him maybe here. Not really sure. And then I don't know. He destroys people all around the person that he kills, I think. I don't know. Something like that. There's a whole thing there. Like within some number of tiles nearby, I think. And they get hurt if you put somebody on them. I don't know. It's been a while since I did this. There it was. That was the thing. All right, so we're gonna just come back over here. I think we're gonna need to get maybe a little closer. I'm not sure. Is that a good idea? I feel like it might be. Maybe not. So we may need to put this flame fusion. I think it hits the people in front of him, which will be Xena. It's not great. 4 spaces in front of him. So maybe I should pick her up. Maybe I shouldn't throw. I don't know. I'll leave her there for the moment. We'll see what happens. Okay, didn't stop anything. So, yeah, I'll put them here, and then we'll save arrogance in case we need it. Okay, my rage shall endure eternally, he says. But we completed it and didn't need to put arrogance back out after all. Let's see. Quad says, "Good morning, how are you? I'm doing wonderfully. How are you doing?" It is technically morning, yes. This looks considerably more complex than the level that I'm at. Looking forward to this. Excellent. Iridian says, "Well done." Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So for stats, we've got Edrin at the top with 3,670,510, followed by Edrol at 3,276,970, and then Setrum 2,145,780. Actually, Rosalia, Xena, and Arrogance also did well. All right, excellent. Got that. Quad says, "Yay, completion height. Made it to the end of this rift finally," my character says. Let's pick up these things here. And now, go and find the thing that we missed somewhere. Now, don't me surprised. I bet you it was on the last level. Nope, it was here. Right here on this very level. That's good. Did not have to go down into it. Alright. Normal phase 3 of 3, resource acquisition 28 of 28, and we got many things here. Let's claim them. Once you claim the rewards, you will not be able to change your difficulty level this week. Are you sure you still want to claim them? Why, yes, I am. So we got 46 flawless meteorites, 145 diamonds, 4 arena permits, 10 autofight attempts, 180 mithril, 11 insignia endurance 2s, 540,000 gold, 98,000 hero XP potions, 1 rare summoning crystal, 1 fracture amulet, 1 night terror amulet. Now, that's all glowy, which they tell me is good. Ancient mythic gear. It's apparently supposed to have a higher chance of scoring better on the stats, but I don't know. And we got an insight bangle as well. So, okay, we claimed all that. Yes, we would like to leave the road for drift. Absolutely. Got it. Alright. Getting out of there. It's 1:23 in the morning, just so you guys know that's where we're at. I do want to do something over in the Dracula Castle event. Here we have 1 rare summoning crystal for 70 diamonds, which is a nice trade in my opinion. So, how about... Okay. First, let's see if there's anybody in the arena fight. I got 2 arena tokens, arena coins, for defending against other players while I was gone. And yeah, I don't want to go against any of those folks. Let's see. Yeah, 42,580. That seems promising. That is Fatality from the Ukraine. They, I suppose, are wanting to probably drop their level. So let's go ahead and give it a go. I think we can probably help them out with that. We'll see. Alright, so they have thrown out Esme down here, who has Razor Storm Rampage. When activated, it increases damage by 60%, and each basic attack lands 2 consecutive strikes instead. The second strike will attack a random enemy in range. And then they put out Hollow, who is a healer and also a rage booster. So, that did that. That was Fatality. 42,580 VP. Stats show that Arrogance topped the DPS at 418,468, followed by Esme at 87,424, because those were the only guys on the board. We got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. And then we will also take the other low hanging fruit. Atheist, or Atheist, is it Atheist? Let's go with Atheist. Who has 39,056 VP. My understanding when people do this is because they're trying to drop their ranking in the arena so that they can then win some fights. Bud says, yum, fruits. Absolutely. I actually had something today that I'd never had before. I don't know if you guys know what wood sorrel is, but it's a little plant. It looks kind of like a clover, but it's definitely not a clover. You know, it's one of the plants that grows around this area. And anyway, my daughter made some wood sorrel tea today, and I had never had that before. So it was very interesting. It was actually rather refreshing. I had some on ice, and it was pretty good. It's a little citrusy tasting. When you eat the plant itself, it's sour. We always, when we were kids, we used to call it pickle grass because it has, yeah, wood sorrel. That's right. Yeah, just like Quad said right there. That is how it's spelled. And it has these little pickles, like they're not pickles, but they look like pickles on them. Kind of. They look, actually, what they look like is little okra pods, honestly. But they taste very similar to pickles. They've got a sour and very good flavor. And so we used to pick the pickles off of them. You can also eat the leaves. So anyway, I had never had the tea made out of it before, and it was quite good. All right, so stats show that this fellow here, whose name might be twin feed, did 2,203,300, followed by Arrogance at 2,327,910, and then Etron at 899,345. We got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. I'm guessing, Bud, that you must know what it is, considering you know how to spell it. All right, so here's Dinadan. So Dinadan isn't quite Dunadan. It's Dinadan with 312,029, and he's from Fiji. Atheist, by the way, is from Russia. Didn't tell you that at the time. I failed you all. All right, so let's go after Dinadan and see how this goes. It could go poorly for you because he has hot soup, he has that Numera, or whatever her name is, and you know, I don't know. We'll see. Is that Rivenhold? It might be. I don't know. Quad says no. I'm just a really good speller. Okay. Well, so you don't know what word sorrel is. That's too bad. All right, here's Gouldrat with Frenzied Strikes. And I think he's pretty good. Unleashes 10 consecutive slashes at one enemy targeting range. Each slash deals 100% damage 2 times and causes HP drain equal to 20% of current HP to the hero. And now I can't click it. He's disappeared from thickness. But they threw out Akira as well. Akira has 4 release. During the ultimate, reduces the hero's attack interval by 35%. Basic attacks have an increased damage range, can hit 3 additional targets, and their damage against enemies, splinters, bite, or freeze increases by 100%. Quad says, I am a curious person and I like learning, especially about nature, so I will definitely look into it. Yeah, you should. It has oxalic acid, as many things do. So it fits in a nitrogen-rich area, then, you know, you don't want to eat too much at one time. It's not, you know, disclaimer, you know. It does have oxalic acid, but I've eaten it without any poor effects, you know, my entire life. It's very common. Alright. So, for that fight, looks like Arrogance topped the DPS, or the damage at least, at 5,397,430, followed by Akira at 3,638,300, then Etran at 3,573,200, and Gul'Drak at 3,207,950, and then it goes down to Hot Suit. Interestingly to say, down to Hot Suit's very good. I think she was just put in a little bit later. So she had 2,005,309 for her damage there. We got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. Okay, that does my arena fights for the moment. Now, what more shall I do? I think I shall go to the zombie invasion right now. And we're going to try to get through it pretty quickly without a whole lot of braining going on. Because it's 1:31, I do want to at least step into the Dracula's castle again. Really would like to. Alright, so I'm going to try to go light and dark on this because I do have the potions equipped as the tools. And it's just kind of a good way to go with potions, I find. We're going to refresh this so we can make sure to try to get those light and darks if we can. Refresh that as well. Now, when you're going with the potion-friendly tools, you don't get refreshes in the shop. You have to get the refreshes from the monster upgrade windows. Whenever they say, hey, you can give the monsters something and you get something in return, the thing that you have to choose to get in return is the refreshes if it's available and if you're able to do that. Let's get the ultimate meteorite potion, and then, well, it's really tough because I do like the ultimate meteorite potion and it is cheap, but we only have 430 gold. So what do we get? We could do a light mastery plus 1, or we could do a light damage plus 30%. Let's have a look real fast. The light is topping the DPS of the moment. There's also crit rate plus 10%. Actually, every single thing on this page is very, very good. I think I have to go with the crit rate because it's just so rare for you to be able to get crit rate. So I'm going to get it. Doing it. Moving forward. All right. Let's get some more of these options. I think I'm going to go with the bounce attack plus 1%. Damage plus 20% here. Again, damage plus 20% there. And there. Not really loving the tornado damage plus 80%. I think I'm going to go with expanding spring of sticks, which we haven't done anything with yet. But surely soon we will. Damage plus 50% here. Okay, light damage plus 20% seems fairly good right now. Gonna do lightning chain boss attack plus 1. Okay. Out of these options, I'm gonna go with Smash 1, even though I don't love it. We'll get a little higher crit rate on the blazing bolts. Let's get damage plus 20% over here. Okay, this is where we can get some refreshes. Let's do monsters HP plus 100% and refresh count plus 2. Alright, we have a little bit of points here, but not a whole lot. Let's take the light mastery on this. Let's do damage plus 40%. Damage plus 20%. Let's go with ultimate effect duration plus 10. Light damage plus 70. Rubian says I agree, it's just super rare. Yeah, the crit rate is hard to get up. Let's go with net on this. Okay, Wind's Blessing 3 for that dark damage plus 40%, even though it's not that high. Oh, Spring of Sticks has crept up pretty well there, actually. Alright, let's do light damage increased to... Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay, Celerity 2 on this one. Okay, now we have some good options, and again, we don't have enough points to take advantage of all of them. So I think, okay, all right, let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the meteorites and the fallen phoenix potion. Okay, let's get blast 2 over here. Expand Spring of Sticks? Sure. Definitely getting closer to my fence at this point. Let's go with blast 2. Gonna get our AoE damage increased by 20% and expand frozen bolt range. Let's execute monsters hit points below 15%. Okay. I suppose I don't really love any of these, but I'm gonna go with the overdrive. Could have used a refresh on that, but I think it was better to go with what it did. Not sure. Let's go with light damage plus 20% here. Okay, we have dark damage plus 20%, we'll take that, and crit damage plus 20%, and luck plus 8. I don't think these are good options. I'm gonna refresh this. Let's go with Smash 3 here. Expansion 2. Get that Spring of Sticks a little bit bigger and do some damage overall. Okay, now making it to defense. Township already on wave 19. Alright, Circuit Forbid 3 will increase the damage plus 20%. Still not quite keeping up with the situation we've got out there. Spring of Sticks is doing almost half the damage. Blazing Bolt was doing a third of the damage. Let's see. We gotta do something. I feel like we probably need to do something a little bit more significant than what these have to offer. Let's no, okay. I'll just go with enhancing the lightning chain damage and not doing very seriously considering doing a refresh. Might sort of but we'll see. I mean, it may be the death of us, but that's all right. If it is, it is. It's supposed to be applied, right? We could do expanding Blazing Bolt's blast range, or we could do Blazing Bolt cooldown minus 0.5 and damage is 30. All things considered, I think I'm going to go with Blazing Bolt cooldown and damage plus 30% on this. I'm going to go with Blessing here and hope for the best. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. That seems good. Alright. We're dead either way. Alright, so we made wave 23. Not great, but well, no big deal. Blazing Bolt with the most damage with 41%, followed by Spring of Sticks with 39%, Lightning Chain with 10%, and Tornado with 8%. Alright, go to quests. We challenge the event daily, and so therefore we get 10 auto-fight attempts. Challenging 6 times during the event got us 10 gleaming meteorites. Excellent. Now, back up here, we have... Goblin Horde is the only thing we have something left on, and that's just to shop. And I don't think we're going to do that yet. So, in that case, let's run some background fights here in the Lost Legacy in Gear Raid 1. And then we'll go into the Dracula event for just a very short period of time. I guess I should check actually first on the arena and go ahead and refresh that and do a few more arena fights if there are any, lower BP people. Here we have Finette from France, 334,425 BP. I certainly do need to redo my team on here, but until I get around to that, I'm just going to be relegated to picking on the weak, unfortunately. That's not to say that this person is weak, because I don't know that they necessarily are, but you shall see. Here's Emert. When activated, ascends into the air, expanding attack range and reducing block to 0. Basic attack now turns into Frost Breath, dealing 180% AoE magic damage to the target and their surrounding enemies, hitting up to 8 enemies and inflicting 1 stack of Nature's Bite on them. Allies within the talent range receive freeze immunity during the effect duration. They have also put out Sun Wukong right here, very high DPS fellow often. He has Splitting Hairs, deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy, and inflicts stun. And then, Anora with Worm Dog, she has a dragon she brings along with her called Labor. When activated, Labor immediately deals 360% AoE magic damage to up to 10 enemies in range. Then, during the ultimate, increases Labor's damage by 150% and expands both its attack range and damage range, lasting 20 seconds. And they followed that up with Leia. Leia is a healer with Divine Grace, restores 10% rage for all allies in range immediately. Afterward, applies rage regen to them every 1.5 seconds for 10 seconds. This effect doesn't affect the healer's rage. And they have Nyx up here with Spinning Fireblade. After attacking an enemy, deals AoE damage equal to 65% of attack 3 times for 25 seconds. Doesn't look good for me this time around. Alright. So, that was a defeat by Finette with 34,425 BP. Stats show that Emeret and Idren did very, very well, both of them. Emeret did 11,628,100 and Idren did 11,475,500. Then, Arrogance and Anora also did very similarly. Arrogance did 9,599,990 and Anora did 9,433,800. Then we drop down to essentially Sun Wukong versus Talon over here. So, Talon did 3,524,870, while Sun Wukong did 3,337,000 even. And then Rosalia and Nyx were the next closest people, and they're not really very close. Rosalia did 2,335,160, and Nyx did 1,542,040. And we got 3 arena points for that fight. Okay, very good, very good. Now, back over here, I'm going to go to the Dracula's castle and click on go to Transylvania. When orienting a hero, drag him or her to the center of the screen and something. Don't know what. Now you know. How to orient a creature. Where are we at it here? Who knows? Territory, it says. Let's claim all this stuff. Alright. Great, grand, and glorious. What's in the party? We have demos up there. Wait, we have an upgrade button. Let's click it. Okay, so visitors 3, max rarity is legendary, max star is 3, and max level is 30. Well, I can't say that I'm impressed. I don't want Drogo, that's for sure. This guy down here at the bottom, I think he might be Barclay. And then we have the healer Lilith. I already have some healers. Don't know if I'm interested in that. Let's just refresh it and see what happens. Here we have that guy, whose name I don't know, but he's a nightmare guy. And he's, you know, he's not as great as I would have wanted him to be. And then we have this other girl who might be called Amelie, possibly. And I've never, that I know of, I don't remember using him. And then I think the top guy is Ogre. And I don't remember using him either. So let's go ahead and refresh and hope to get something better. We did get something better. We got that dude whose name is like Dracula or something like that. He's a lizardy dude, and I've seen him in arenas sometimes. Feels like that's the way to go here, so I'm gonna get him. There he is, the guy. Clicked him. Draylin, I was close. Alright, so Draylin is a defender. Draylin, the last light dragonborn of Emberfall, stands guard in shattered pyrite armor, wielding pyrite. Really? So Draylin is wearing fool's gold, guys. I don't know if y'all know that. That's a little strange. How odd. Okay. Wielding a scarred shield to protect the living. Her talent, Draconic Vigor, converts damage taken into healing for allies. By emulating her vitality, she unleashes holy radiance of healing. At Death's Spring, Dragon Blood reignites her life. So it sounds like she's another one who comes back from death, like Aatrox, I know, Demetrius, or Demetrius, something like that. She is the undying ember in scorched lands, the living bulwark, the kindling hopes winning. Cool, she has a little effect. It goes all the way around her. Cool, alright, let's see here. Seems like a fine thing. Aruvian says, oh yeah, nice pickup. Excellent. Good to hear that it's a nice pickup. It felt good, you know? Alright, now, what do we have going on here on the map? Okay, I am here, so I need to head down. What's this business? Map locked. Ah, so it's part 1 and part 2, I suppose. Okay, so we shall go down this direction. Mist curls through the undergrowth, hiding nether eyes that gleam with hunger. You are marked. Man, I hate being marked. Alright, watch out for red-winged shrieks attacking from concealment. Yeah, well, I don't like that much either. Blood Moon Stalkers are in these. It says Savage Ruptures. They have common armor, melee units, physical, and they're elite. Savage Rupture is an ability which unleashes a triple strike on the target in front, inflicting 1 stack of bleed. Final Howl, upon death, gains unyielding for 5 seconds and greatly increases attack speed. When unyielding ends, deals damage to adjacent heroes and stuns them for 2 seconds. They once said Silver might fell the beast. We can't see anything now. We definitely read this before. Now we have Blood Moon Howlers, common armor, melee, physical. They have Death Rattle. Upon death, inflicts 1 stack of Dark Mark on all adjacent heroes. Sounds bad. Red-Winged Shriek is the things we've been warned about here. They have light armor, they're ranged. It looks like they're air creatures, which makes sense being bats, so we need to pay attention to that. Upon death, inflicts 1 stack of Dark Mark on all adjacent heroes. Tattered wings flutter like rotting parchment, its gaze fixed on the pulsed life below. And then we have a black blood border. Common armor, melee, physical. I failed to look at that. This is light armor, range, and physical, so marksman would be great. Tips his hat to the dying, carries their names in his veins. Every knock of his cane echoes like a coughing person. Let's go to engage in battle. Ah, danger. Yes, I would say so. Suggested VP is 12,000. We had 9,202 with our current party put. Good news. We have some guys to add. We definitely need some defenders from what I could tell. Let's hit that guide again with 2 portals to defend here. So I'm thinking if we get these 2 guys here, that's not a miss, right? What if we traded out the bad healer for a follow? And let's see. We're going to have somebody with some marksman skills here. We do have Brienne current. Do I need anybody else? Because if so, we are not in luck on that. It's not phenomenal at the moment. Don't have much in the way of goodness. We could try putting in this terrible girl here, Marie. She may be sufficient to the task. Oh, we have the special assist here that I forgot about too. Don't know what she does. Irvian says at least you don't have to worry about gear and artifacts in this, right? Absolutely. I completely agree. Don't love the gear and artifacts portion of the game. My favorite. Okay. Let's give this a go and see how it goes. Whispers in the dark. Okay. What have we here? So methinks we'll put out this guy first. And then we'll try to put out whoever this girl is. Know nothing about her. But, who knows? Maybe she's gonna be everything my heart desires. You never know. Okay. Whoa. She came charging out, all centaur-like. Oh, I'll turn on ultimates. Don't know what they do for her, but seems like an okay thing. Nope, I don't want to put Brienne there, I suppose. Facing me down, maybe. The trouble is that if I put Brienne over here, I can't put a healer over here. I think there's a decent chance we're going to need a healer over here, so. Currently, don't have any way to deal with those flyers that are coming along happily. It looks like they're going that way, so let's try to hit them. Ah, it's not looking great. Yeah, that's not the best. Oh no. Ah, Coral Maureen. She's hitting the wrong person entirely. Oh well. We've got this tactician guy. I wonder if he can do anything about a bird, bat in this case. No idea. Doesn't look like it. It's bad news. Ah well. We'll know next time. Get a healer out first. Okay, now I don't have any idea what she does. Let's throw her out. Guess I could have put her out earlier. Maybe she can do some good here. Who knows? Lady Mina continuously inflicts blood sigil in a mobilized state on up to 10 targets in range. After casting the ultimate, Lady Mina transforms into Phantom Dracula. Huh. Dealing 220% AoE piercing physical damage to up to 5 targets one time every 2 seconds. Interesting. Iridian says, think of Lady Mina like a Mari during her ultimate. So I think perhaps I put probably put a okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna restart. Quit this because I wanna go and trade out somebody, probably the this girl here for a healer. So we'll have healer number 2, and I'm gonna use Camille. And that way we can have a now I don't know if it's I don't know exactly what the flat path. I didn't pay enough attention on those guys is. But we're gonna try it like this and heal Brienne instead of yeah, I think that might be okay. Alright. So let's try this again. I feel like it might work okay. I can't remember her healing range. Okay, it's like this. So alright, we can do like that. Not quite yet. We will put this was fine with these guys, I believe. These two defenders, they did alright up there. And that order was also fine. Probably we can just space her like that. And then we put out Camille. And that would be fine there. Hopefully Camille can keep up with damage done to Brienne. We'll see. And then we can get Hollow back up here. And then we have the tactician that I don't really know a lot about, and Lady Mina, who is, according to Arabian, a lot like Mari. So we'll see what happens if we can kind of get them. I don't think that's a great spot, but if I get the tactician here, maybe. So I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he's damage. So that ought to help. Rubian says big circle AoE and stun, and Adrenaline also heals. Let's put this fella here to hopefully take advantage of the Lady Mina stun stuff. So Lady Mina definitely seems to be doing damage during that stun. Pretty decently. see what this says about the tactician here. Can choose and charge an unoccupied ground tile within 3 tiles, dealing 450% AoE damage to 7 enemies in path. That's crazy. If cast in place, deals 310% AoE damage to up to 10 enemies within 2 tiles. For 15 seconds after casting the ultimate, increases the hero's block by 2, and the hero gains up to 15% damage increase and damage reduction based on the number of enemies within 2 tiles max. Effect at 5 units max, effects at 5 units per man. Can't talk. Alright. Alright, so that went much, much, much better. Just needed to get rid of the crappy Marine and have a healer to keep Brienne alive. And then make better use of Lady Mina and then Dracula Tactician. And there we go. Bob's your uncle, right? Alright, so we got victory on that. Bloodline increased to, the bloodline level increased to 21 on our Dracula guy here. We got 1,000, it won't let us click on it. We got 1,000 on the vials of blood. We have to click complete. Equipping a hero with their pieces of gear set will activate a powerful bonus, probably. Alright, here's Sanguine font we now have to click on. Ruby says, good job, well, thank you, Ruby. Alright, so it wanted us to click on this. We have 6,288 of these Sanguine Essence files now. And let's go ahead and claim them, since that's clearly what we're here for. And that leveled us up to 24. Alright, cool. Popping out of there. So, level 24. And we have something to grab here and something to grab over here. That was gold coins. This is gold coins, and this is wood times 50. Let's knock these guys out. It's just a one-hit situation with those guys. 500 Sanguine Essences. And we can grab this gold coin here. Now, this direction, we've got some gargoyles. What are those all about? Let's click on them. Says Ancestral Altar. An ancient bloodlines altar. The statue atop it emanates a mysterious aura, power of a distant vampire progenitor. Let's leave quietly for a moment and go look at the map real fast. Yes, let us not touch that. Let us go around the other direction. And you'll probably, I assume, disable whatever is causing those guardians to launch. Alright, let's see here. Get this chest here. 9 loading says, yo, I'm playing the same thing. Awesome, same area, very nice, very nice. How did you do? What are your characters right now? Do you have? Alright, let's come over here. This guy, he's an level 17. I think we could take it. Got 500 Sanguine Essences there. And then some gold here. And let's check out this book. Alright, bloodline level increased to 26. And apparently we can't really check out the book. It just floats. I guess it's a save point type deal. So I'm beat up this wolf here for 500 Sanguine Essences. Loading has mostly thumbs up character. Well, that's very nice. And now we have a guy to talk to. That's what he says. Demon Hunter Lucius. Now this guy I see in Arena fairly regularly. You carry a foul presence, sir, but the vampire lackeys before you are the greater concern. Well, sure, let's fight together. We successfully hired Lucius. Leather gloves trace the crossbow's taut string, crimson right eye gleaming beneath the boot's shadow. My bullets thirst for a taste of Count Dracula's blood. After all, half demons know best how to slay the eternal. And we have Dr. Van Helsing's investigation report here, detailing the characteristics of monsters in the Transylvanian wastelands. Well, that could be helpful. So, cool. Now what? Now we've got some critters here. More wolves. 800 sanguine essences for that. Leveling this up to 27. And let's activate this thing here, which I forgot what it's called. Ah, it's a liminal bridge. It's now activated. Excellent. Alright. We have a hint. Don't know why. Let's click it. Consume the flowing items to repair the current resource point. Continuous production will resume after repair. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Okay. Did it. Alright, now that guy isn't interested in talking to us. Now, what about this gargoyle here? An ancient bloodlines altered statue talked in its mysterious aura. Power of a distant vampire progenitor. Well, let's try it this time. Let's touch the altar to habits. Brutal suppression. Passive. Damage plus 15%. Interesting. Let's grab this. We got gold coins times 300. And then what are you? Shadows twist with lupine shapes, and the wind carries their hunger, waiting the moments devour. Beware of the threat posed by red being swarm. Don't let it get too close to your defense line. Let's look at it. Okay, so we got the Blood Moon Stalkers, as before. The red wing swarms are going to be in the air, as of course will these other bats over these red wing streams. So red wing swarms, light armor, ranged, physical, and elite. Feed launches up to 5 small bats from the caster that deal damage 1 time to heroes inflicted with dart mark on the field and restore some HP to the caster. The caster cannot be attacked during the skill. A writhing, chittering mass that only descends to rend flesh from the bone. Then the red shrieks, the black blood quarter, and blood moon howlers. Well, that doesn't bode well. We don't quite have enough BP to be especially safe here. Let's look at the map again. Okay, we've got 3 portals to defend. They've got an air portal and 3 ground portals. Interesting. Okay. So... where were I already forgot where the platforms were. Okay, alright, we're good on platforms. Probably I will want to use Lucius instead of Brienne. Now, is there any reason I need 2 healers? Well, yeah, I probably will. Let me look again. Yeah, probably will. I was gonna say I definitely will, but I'm not sure that I definitely will, but I probably. Alright. Let us give it a go and see how it looks. Oh, there's a guy right there. Just kind of hanging out. I don't love that. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I wonder, what if I just stuck a dude right on top of that guy? Like the tactician dude, for instance. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Let's try it. Ooh, he hurts. Then in that case, what if we stick Camille over here? And then, it's a shame right there. It's just terrible. But let's see, okay. Well, this one is the one who has this awesome range for a defender. It's crazy. And I think that Arabian said she heals. Yes, okay. Heals yourself and allies in range 1 time for 100% healing multiplier. It's very good. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, that one's just going straight for the end game right there. All right, so currently they don't really need any help down. Can't help but notice. So if I had stuck him out a little sooner, it probably would have helped. So I wonder if I actually need a healer over there or not. And I think I'll try them again. Possibly, let me look. How far? No, not quite. I wonder then, did I go? No, it's no good. No good. I think I'm gonna try him here. And maybe my positioning was bad there. Probably. That was Lucius down, which was expected. We've got a bit of a pileup happening over there, so what if? Sure, why not? Don't know if that was the right decision either, but we shall see. Shit. No good. No good at all. Definitely gonna get slaughtered because those flyers are just gonna come right through. Alright, let's freestyle. Oh, right, ultimates. Good job, Arubian. Forgot all about those. Alright, let's see. What should I do here? We've got possibly. Okay. Definitely need to deal with the flyers. I don't remember their flight path already because I wasn't paying enough attention to that part of it. Now, he died very quickly last time. So what if we just put him there and then perhaps we could do like so with follow. Well, not at all. Still a terrible idea, as before. What a shame. Well then, well then, well then. Let's try. Move it here. No, that wasn't exactly what I wanted either. Yes, turn on ultimates. And then, if we go with Lucius, maybe here, that might be a good spot, possibly. And then we could put Camille. She's just a single target, unfortunately, but she may be good enough for this area. I'll get that guy coming. Gotta do something about that situation. We call her here, so she can up those spaces. Maybe here. Ouch, that was fast. Oh, let's see here. Loading says turning ultimates. Loading says you got this. Sure about all that. And Rivian says put Lucius where you just had, pointed up. Well, it's not great. I think old Dracula is about to go down. Yeah. Sure thing. Highly unfortunate. Well, maybe I don't need so much over on the right. Maybe I can split it a little better next time. Possibly. So we'll try putting this girl, maybe Nina. The moment, let's see. It doesn't seem that it worked very well putting her here last time she got killed, but we're going to try it again anyway. Because she is technically in healing range. Doesn't really matter because that bat flew on in. Alright, we'll try this again. This time with Vista. Alright. Looking at the stats real quick. I think that we can perhaps not put so much attention on the right-hand side. Even though there's a big crew over there, we really need some on the left-hand side. It wasn't maybe terrible to have these guys more this direction. Yeah, alright, let's try it again. I should look into these guys' abilities a little bit more. It seems like we're gonna need quite a bit over there on the left-hand side comparatively. Well, not comparatively, I suppose, but cannot seem to survive super well. I think I'm going to try him here, where he's in healing range. Maybe not yet. Maybe I better put out this guy again, so that he can die some more. Then get a second healer on him, but yeah, so that's the trouble. Instantly run out of time to do it. So, okay, let's just make the sacrifice. Let that guy go through. Oh, turn on ultimates is another cool thing to do. It's in the lineup. Oh, man. Alright. So if we then put her out, single target healer, and we just focus on the dang tactician when he can finally come back out. We'll put, let's see, both of those are good there. So what if we put her here, where she died so well before? I've really got to learn more about her. For some reason, she seems to come in very weak and just gets slaughtered very quickly. This is a no-go here. All right, try this again. This time, okay. I think these guys here was okay. They weren't really good this month. Now, obviously, I can't put down the Dracula guy until I have the killers in place. Let's make the assumption that between the two healers, they can get the two people alive. Hmm. I'll have to wait on that, I think. It's no good. Just gonna let him go. Now, I should not have put him in that position because he can hit too many things and he has choices to make. I don't think we want him to have choices to make, do we? Okay, unfortunately, down went Lady Nina. And old Lucius isn't doing so hot either. Yeah, there he is. Which is unfortunate because we've got bats incoming. Good news is that between the two healers, they can almost keep the tactician alive. Oh gosh. Okay. Ergen says Lucius on the bottom left pointed up, right next to the big tall dude. Can he hit the bats from there? Do they come within his range long enough to get killed? Or you have hollow place to put Lucius? We'll give it a go in a moment. It doesn't do any good really to put her out. I guess I may as well. It doesn't really matter because it's done deal either way, really. She come out so low. Okay, we'll try again. We'll try your Lucius plan here and see how that goes. Okay, so if I put Lucius here and face him up. Maybe he can kill them while they're standing there, but that's going to, I don't know, let's see. Maybe that would be cool if so. Okay, let's put them here, and then drill them up here as before. Turn on the ultimates. And then we'll need somebody to heal him. Because it's vital that Lucius stays alive through this. I mean, he's the only one who's 100% necessary for this. Now we could put her here again. And fish at this rate this time. Man, hollow's down. Like nobody's business. And it looks like Nina's about to follow. Oof. Alright, now, where do I need to put this guy? Dracula. Can we assume that Lucius... No, Lucius is busy. We can't assume any such thing. So, let's put him back out here. Hope that the two of them can manage it before they die. Getting some going through over there. She just went down like a red balloon, huh? Try this again, I suppose. Well, that's unfortunate. Terrible. Really? Close. But no cigar. What? Whoa. Maybe cigar after all. Bloodline level increased to 28. That was terrible. Alright. Heruvian says looking better. Yeah, the middle area isn't very friendly. Yeah, I noticed. I put Nina in the top right and used your ultimate to kill all the buildup in the right side. You know, the right side wasn't so much the problem as those big werewolves just ripping through everybody on the left side. So we got 3,000 sanguine essences. Lucius did by far the most damage at 172,547. Followed by Draylen at 48,486, and then this guy, girl, or whatever this is in the helmet thing, 44,822 for her. Alright, I need to actually look into what exactly she does for sure. But hey, we succeeded for the moment. Come back over there and get this gold. Gold coin times 1,000. Gold coin times 1,000. And gold coin times 1,000. What is this one? Inspiration. Prophet Alistair. Great prophet will help you obtain the strength of your plan. Thank you. Okay, skill unlocked. Order suppression. Cool. Alright, let's see. Something. You know what? I think that's just. Maybe I'll look at the map. Not the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, I have a misconception. Alright. Onward. 800 sanguine, 8 essences there. Ancestral altar. This is the same kind of thing. So touch the altar. And we got Undying Spirit. HP restored plus 1% is the update here. Consume the following items to repair the current resource point. Continuous production will resume after repair, and we're going to get stone here. Ruben says, I missed the beginning of that fight, but it looks like you did have Lucius on the bottom left. Yes, I did have Lucius on the bottom left when he was alive. I think he may have... No, I don't know. I don't remember if he died that time around or not. I think he did, but I don't recall for sure. Mysterious Merchant Dimmy. Hello there, Vlad. Your reputation precedes you. Care to take a look at what I have? It might be of help to you. Few items. Okay. Here we have items. So it looks like we can trade different things. 800 stone for 1,000 wood. 800 stone for 500 coins. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could do all that, or I could not do it. There's another option. I don't think that I'm interested at this time. Let's go activate this liminal bridge here. And then figure out what this is here, the floating book situation. And that increased our bloodline level to 30. So let's come beat up these dogs and get 800 sanguine essences. And then click this and touch the altar. Well, it didn't quite work out, did it? Try again. Touch the altar for real, though. We got Undying Spirit HP increase plus 1%. Another little liminal bridge to tap on. And then somebody over here to talk to. Prophet Alistair, the great prophet. We hope you obtain the strength of your plan. Thank you. And we've got Talent Enhanced. Damage scales off of HP. Continuously inflicts War Frenzy on blocked enemies, allowing Impaling Charge to improve suppression to more 20% of their magic resistance. War Frenzy reduces basic attack interval by 25%. Cannot be dispelled. Got 800 sanguine essences there. And some more stone on the ground, and another portal to unlock. It's the liminal bridge activated. Well, I tried to click on the dog. It really didn't want me to. Let me try again. There we go. Sanguine essences times 500. We will increase the bloodline level to 31. And then we'll come over here to where these portals were that I didn't go through before. Touch the altar here. It's a little finicky, this. We're gonna try again. Touch the altar. And Brutal Suppression got a +2 to its effect. And then this one. Impaling Charge got its damage increased by 15%, and damage reduction plus 15%. And so, assume the following items. Yes, it's wood this time. Upgrade the carver. Alright, let's look at the map. So the only thing we haven't done here is the bat down here at the lower left. Could go and check on the parlor situation, I suppose. What is this? Yeah, that's the lady who trade me stuff. Alright, let's look in the parlor here. We can refresh to this. It seems like a good idea. So who's this guy? I don't know. I actually don't know who either of these. Looks like he's from the Chaos thing, so he's gonna be beating himself up all the time. Oh, hey. we can actually look at the effects. Cool. Gale Sacrifices is ultimate. Marks one enemy target for 6 seconds and inflicts vulnerability versus damage, magic damage, causing all heroes to prioritize attacking it. This sounds like Sultan's. When any mark is active, it causes HP drain equal to 10% of the current HP of the hero per second. Additionally, if any marked enemy dies, the hero will sacrifice them to summon Stormbreak that lasts for 16 seconds. So, Stormbreak summons the storm and deals 250% AoE damage with each attack, stunning the target for 0.5 seconds. Seems good so far. Summons Windbreak to deal 100% damage that will bounce to one extra enemy. Weird, like refreshed. How odd. Ethereal Blessing summons Spirit Break to the allies' last location upon their death or retreat. Cool. Jungle's Wrath. When the hero dies or retreats, deals 40% magic damage to one enemy in range 45 times. Holy crap, that's crazy. And Arena cost protection for what that's worth. I think I like him. I think I'm gonna go with that 1500 for him, but it seems worthwhile. So yeah, scrap it. Okay. Now we also have the possibility of getting this check, Korner Shields. Enchanted Ritual channels a ritual and instantly sends one butterfly to each of up to 3 allies in range. During the ritual, I've seen this build. It's probably an arena. During the ritual, all the healing effect, rage regen, dispel, and damage reduction from Forest Spirit also applies to allies adjacent to the bearers across the Forest Spirit, and the butterflies won't leave their bearers before the ritual ends. Every 2 seconds restores HP based on the bearer's max HP and the caster's attack for at least 8 seconds. After 8 seconds, if the bearer has 100% HP, the butterfly will fly to another wounded ally within 1 tile or return to the caster. The bearer cannot attract more butterflies, cannot be dispelled. So she's a healer and she seems like pretty decent. We have enough to hire her with, so I'm feeling like we should hire her. She'll probably do better than what's currently happening in the world of my dead heroes. Alright, there we go. Good enough. Alright, let's check over here. We've got something in the Vampire Diaries. Dr. Van Helsing's investigation report. Observation Report 1 on the Forbidden Zone. The locals speak of Transylvania's heart as if it were a living curse. I have seen enough to suspect they are half right. The terrain surrounding the castle behaves as a living organ. Temperature gradients, barometric fluctuations, even magnetic readings pulse and rhythm as though the land itself is respirating through the tube. I now refer to this anomaly as the Forbidden Zone, though I believe it is less a place than a symptom. It is not the land that stirs, but the mind of the sleeper beneath it. The phenomenon is cognitive in origin, an illusion so complete it mimics ecology. Each convulsion in the terrain corresponds to an escalation in the subject's mental resistance. When his mind fractures, the very mountains groan. When his memory is settled, the storms calm. I have charted every tremor, and see now that Transylvania itself is a reflection of his unrest. Despite every barrier I have imposed, neurological dampening, memory partitioning, induced suggestion, the subject's mind continues to reconstruct the illusion according to its own myth. Vlad, hero. Dracula, beast. Identities grinding against each other, generating a psychic friction that it threatens to unravel the seal. The Forbidden Zone is the mind's rebellion rendered as landscape. Every resistance warps the architecture. Every suppressed recollection reshapes the dream's terrain. The more I tighten control, the deeper the fissures grow. My TN patrons insist the experiment continues. Seal must hold. They do not grasp that the seal itself is the infection, memory looping upon itself, dreaming of its own containment. Each night I review the readings. Each night the terrain shifts closer to coherence. The castle reforms around him, not from my design, but from his recollection. Should this process complete, the illusion will cease to be dream or prison. It will be him. Very interesting. And then we can click this and get 200 family artifacts. Arubian says also, since these heroes are level 30, let's say you already bought a hollow level 10 or 20. If you buy a level 30 hollow, you'll get a gold discount, and it will be like you never had a level 10 or 30, 20. That's awesome. Just a heads up while you progress and keep upgrading your parlor. Next time you'll see level 40 heroes, etc. Very nice, very nice. Good to know. Okay, cool. So, got all that. And now we've done the first part of the report. Cannot view content without obtaining the next step, basically. Alright, so territory, let's claim whatever this stuff is. We got a few different items there. Alright. It's 2:40 a.m. I guess I can give this one try, and then I better call. But it says the alpha emerges, fur, matted, and blood, and inside you see yourself as you've always been. Interesting. The alpha's echo has appeared. Use heroes with high defense to block it. Do I have those? Maybe. The alpha's echo smashes the target in front with claws, dealing extra explosive damage one time and inflicting one stack of dark mark on it. That's 4. Scarlet Cross quickly slashes twice, dealing damage one time to targets in a 3-tile horizontal line and one time to targets in a 3-tile vertical line in front. That's very nice for a thing. Recurring Nightmare. Upon first death, revives one time, changing its attack pattern and increasing attack and speed. Whirling Strike. Rapid spinning slashes that deal AoE physical damage. Ancestral Pride summons a shadow wolf at each target with dark mark, dealing high damage. The dark mark is then removed. Blood Debt, after charging, lands a heavy slash, dealing high damage to the enemy in front and relatively high damage to units adjacent to the main target. Units inflicted with dark mark take an additional instance of damage one time. Using immune to all crowd control effects except slow. Its fading split like fresh guilt beneath the moon. Each strike feels rehearsed, as it has fought this battle before. You know what's interesting? I've never known of fresh guilt glinting under the moon or otherwise. My experience is that guilt is not particularly shiny. But I mean, it's very poetic. I'm not being critical of the poetry involved here. I'm uncertain about guilt being exactly what we're going. Everything says won't lie, but this fight can be annoying. You do have Draven. I wish I did when I fought it. Yes, you do have Draven. Here we have a Redwing Swarm. We're no good with those. We only have the one marksman currently, I think. That's not true. It's just we only had room for one last time. Maybe we have more room this time. There are 2. Oh yeah, that's them being able to. We're gonna need one marksman for each side, probably, because I bet they're gonna go to both worlds. Could be wrong, but I feel like it's a high possibility. So, something to think about. The Bloodmoon Stalkers, Bloodmoon Howlers, and Bloodmoon Shrieks all coming along. It says that we are underpowered for this, basically. But let us exchange Camille for our new healer here, whatever her name is, with the butterflies. She's not a healer, though. Is that who I want? She is a healer. I'm crazy. Excellent. Alright. So we also have this other dude. He's new and fancy, but I don't think we can do anything about it, unfortunately. Okay. We have to have blockers. We don't have any way to... Okay. We'll have Lady Mina in addition to our other guys. Is it possible that we just take out healer number 2 and depend on Draylen to heal herself? Then we put in Brienne as second best marksman. And then cross fingers. Oh, yeah, seems possible. Irvin says you could upgrade your hollow. Oh, because I have the hollow in the thing. Yes. But I think we give this a go and see what happens. And then probably end up trying to get into model. We'll see. Alright, let's give this a shot for now. And see how badly it goes. Alright.
Those eyes. I know them.
Alright. Those eyes, I know them, he says. Okay. So, that's not limited. But this guy. Okay, so there's all kinds of locations that he can be. Let's see.
Do not be deceived.
What if we just put Raylan here? Good choice, bad choice, who knows? And then, okay, we also have, okay, I keep forgetting that Blood is a tactician. So I may not have actually needed to have two of these guys. But he also seems very wimpy as far as that goes. Now, who's the better DPS? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and try putting, you know what? Let's try putting him. Let's see. Tough ball. I don't know where those guys are going to be flying. Let's try here. And hope he can shoot the bats occasionally. Oh yeah, ultimates, right? That's a thing. Okay. Now, let's put, okay, so we have the one healer. Put her over here. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Is it? No, maybe it's not a problem. Let's go that way. And I guess we'll put the healer over here. It's not where I wanted to put the healer. Wait. Who's this who's dying so terribly? It is Draylen, yes. Alright, that's a shame. It's just too much going on is the issue I fear. So, what if we move her back a bit so she doesn't get hit so hard? Ah, but she has a ways to go there with that. Brienne has been killed. That didn't take long. Alright, let's try putting her here. Maybe she can slow down that situation for a minute. It's not great. Okay. Huge werewolf. Jumping around over the place. That seems promising. Alright. Oops, I misclicked. Also great, I'm sure. Might have been better to have had the healer a little closer. No. Okay, so we've got all kinds of people who can go hit over here. At least we can put Brienne back out in separate. That wasn't the direction I meant to put her, but whatever, it's fine. And is almost dead again and has not killed a single flying thing. Dang, it's a shame. Well, hopefully, this other girl can take care of it. Lady Nina. Good job, Lady Nina. You did it. Brienne, you need you. Oh, man. Unfortunately, Lady Nina is suffering mightily. Hopefully soon we can stick Brienne back out as some kind of distraction. Oh no, the tactician, or whatever he was, not the tactician, the other guy has gone down. Shame. Who just died here? That was, the Lady Nina's down, and Edith is down at the moment. Let's go ahead and stick Brienne back out. Oh, no, fool. The only guy left is this guy. Ha ha. Oh, well. The good news is I think I got this someday. Alright. Could have been worse. Did some stupid things, but so far, not the stupidest things I've ever done. Now, here's the question. Is he going to go? Maybe I don't put her out yet, because, yes, what if he comes over here? Question of the century. Definitely appears to be heading this direction. I don't love it. Let's see what Lady Nina can do about it. Hopefully something, because our boy Vlad is not going to be super happy. Yeah, that is a shame right there. Ouch. Doesn't look great. Well, all right. The good news is that in the future, I can try to remember to not put my defender down on the left-hand side because the guy comes back to life. And if I put him over on the right-hand side, that wouldn't have happened. So, what a shame. What a shame. All right, the Alpha Echo has appeared. Use heroes high defense to block it. Yeah, got that. All right, so Lucius topped the damage at 157,455, followed by Draylen at 16,206. That's crazy that the Draylen heals, does relatively decent DPS for a defender, and also we have tanks. That's very good. All right, good to know. Gosh, she healed for more than Butterfly Girl did. Impressive. All right. Neat. Okay, cool. We're gonna complete for now though, because I've got to get some sleep. So let's get out of here and leave this area. All things considered, I'm happy enough with it. Lots of legacy. We can claim some things. Upgrade Blood Dracula's bloodline to level 30 with claim 100 family artifacts. Upgrade Blood Dracula's promotion grade to 1 purple star with 100 family artifacts. Upgrade Blood Dracula's promotion grade to 2 purple stars. Reclaim 100 family artifacts. The total level of Blood Dracula's skill reaches 5. Reclaim 100 more family artifacts. And then let's go to Exploration, where it says defeat the vampire swordsman in Transylvania, and we receive another 100 family artifacts. And we can now claim these 6 rare summonings, or these 2, rare summoning crystals over here. That was number 6. We're at 9 of 26. At 18, we'll get Mythic Artifact, Vlad's Impaler. Cool. So that's neat. Okay, back out of here. Oh, something in the shop. So we could afford to get some things if we wanted to. But I think we don't want to right now. Maybe. Let's pop on out of here. I guess we need to check the background fight rewards. We got 14,800 coins, 2,268 XP potions, some 3 sanguine fabrics, some gear here, 2 diamonds, 80 Lost Legacy trophies, and 80 Great Conquest points, in addition to 2,820 gold coins, 432 XP potions. And this is interesting. It says up. I don't know why. It's a piece of gear. Okay, we got, it looks like, I don't know. Don't know why it says up. Very strange. Alright, okay. Ruben says, great stream tonight. Thank you very much. Alright, I think I better check and see what's going on over here. We got something. Dragonheart has invited me to be his friend. I will accept that, of course. We also got a new guildmate. Today or yesterday, my brain is hardly working. I believe yesterday, technically. So let's go and see about that. It is Origami. I don't think you guys have seen him yet. So, very good. Alright, now let's click on Old Bull Root over here and the smart purchase. Now, nothing exciting. It's almost time for the great refresh of 3 o'clock in the morning to happen. Let's go ahead and start some autofights here in the background. It'll only take a second before those are done, I think. And then, did I go and do the faction trial over here? I'm not sure. Let's go make sure that I didn't. Trial of the Northerners. So we will auto fight this, and it won't be in the background because we already have a background fight going. So it's just going to play out on here. And at this point, I definitely redo this and do better. I might could do the next stage of it, I'm not sure, but certainly I could do better on it if I did it again. But that's okay. We'll just play through it real quick. Shouldn't take long. Find myself wishing always for those overall damage assessments that can go along in the right-hand side of the screen there. In certain levels, but not in the stages, really. It's kind of fun. Alright, that didn't take too terribly long. Got the victory there. 3 stars. And so we ended up with 132 XP potions and 16 Spirit Insignia 2s for that. Let's get out of there. We will click to go to the Pantheon. And we can upgrade this, getting us another 8. Well, getting us another 0.5 million with that. Coolio. So, hopping out of this, we got to have, yes, the background fights complete. 4,935 gold points, 756 XP potions, a couple of pieces of gear, 40 Lost Legacy trophies, 40 big conquest points, 940 gold, and 144 more XP potions. Okay, there. And then, I am going to call it for the night as previously mentioned. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see the next time that I go live. If all goes well, I'll be getting in tomorrow and hope to see you all then. Either way, have a good night, everyone.